Hello, 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 hello. This is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere, and it's time to continue with Stasis. And we're okay. Okay, I have to get something from this big-ass bug. Okay, I obviously did it wrong. That is called doing it wrong. And this is why I saved it. Alright. I don't. Oh, did I do it right?
That was too close.
Yeah. I'd rather get away from that now. What's this? Hardened amber. Okay. Whew. Okay, I got something. Freeze that. Nice. Alright. Let's get away from that big ass bug. Alright. God, this area is overgrown.
This is ridiculous. How did it grow this wild in a few months?
Good question.
These plants can naturally develop this fast.
Kane developed the technology to accelerate plant growth. Oxygen is big business.
No, you can't argue that one. Middle plaque. Means milk, tree sap, middle plaque. What the hell is that?
No. Crazy.
Can't look at that, huh? Cracked glass. that works. Make a seal? Okay. Alrighty. See if that works. What that does. Let's check this terminal here. The vaporizer report. Perfect MK, perfected Mark V model of the Kane Corporation Transstate Modifier. Okay. Using advanced and unique molecularization technology, the vaporizer has the ability to shift a targeted substance between gas, liquid, and solid states without any of the structural breakdown seen in objects shifted between states on a regular basis. The Mach 5 is the latest model, but it hasn't been rolled into mass production because of the current difficulty fueling the vaporizer with resources on board the Groom Lake. Recent experiments undertaken were more than satisfactory and have passed the Kane safety and security test with no adverse effects causing harm to the users observed. It has been graded level 4 because of the specific nature of its technology and the limited quantity of existing vaporizers. During an experiment recently carried out on the royal jelly produced by Hydroponics, Dr. Gray and other observers commented on the remarkable speed at which the jelly was transformed into gas, thus placating their insect population. Okay.
Vaporizer activated.
What's that? What did I get there? Vaporized queen pheromone. Okay. I want to see this other computer terminal. Oh. Nice. We got logs. Sebastian Gray. Apparently have more room for the Linesi Harvey strain, which I have been working on so hard. It's days like this that humanity truly proves why it crawled out of the ocean before any other. My section has been expanded. I have more staff, true, but they are drones and have little other function. Now we can expand the research potential of Project Kitchen Knife and see what else the plans can yield. The oxygen production rate is quite unlike anything my initial projections could have predicted. Last year it became the worst kept secret on the Groom Lake, and all of a sudden I had more interns than I could comfortably employ. Their only function is to stumble about the place and ask troublesome questions that I have little time to answer. If only our world was more like that of insects. I have plenty of workers and drones, but none of the unwavering loyalty. Bees work and work, the faith in their queen unquestioning and constant. That kind of loyalty is beyond price. These interns of mine have their uses. I suppose we always need volunteers willing to get close to the queen. Okay, the 16. Am I surrounded by incompetence? One of those imbecile interns got too close to the queen and she showed him her affection. Quite amusing, though not to him. This means that I must attend another accident debriefing with the board, though Miss Dr. Malin does love to test me. I see him up on the hearing bench and he grins at me in that supercilious look that he has perfected over the years. I suppose that I have him to thank for my current position. It was his recommendation to the board that made them hire me in the first place. Still, I believe he has come to enjoy these little power plays. He does so like to keep me under his heel. That, my dear doctor, is only a temporary situation. Once this project is complete, the chess games that we play so often will no longer be our only battleground. Regarding the project, some of the bug eggs failed to hatch properly. I suspect this is why the queen was more aggressive than usual. There are more than enough drones to continue this collection work. Their unique chemical properties are doing wonders for the plants, although I'm running short of interns prepared to work in close proximity to them since the last incident. The worker I appreciate the most is Akiza. I was astonished to discover that she is related to the legendary Dr. Tenshu of the Eugenics Wars. I did consider mentioning it to her, but I sense she's oddly ashamed to have him as her ancestor. If it wasn't for men like him, our profession would be a hollow shell of what it is now. Then again, if it wasn't for him, genetics research wouldn't have been put back by several generations. Now would it? The ethical quandaries we face as men of science. June 16th. The insects are restless. They rumble in their apiaries and are more aggressive than usual. My personal deduction is that the presence of the marine thugs aboard the ship are the cause. Armed guards all over the place. I was stopped by one the other day and asked my reasons for going into hydroponics. Well, after explaining I was head of the damn project, I had the guard removed from his post and then the ship. This is insanity. How am I expected to progress with these thugs around? I recall complaining about the inundation of interns. If only they were still here now. Both Ivan and Theodore disappeared from their rooms last night, and I have had to speak to security about their whereabouts. They were Akiza's assistants, and now the production of the Queen's royal jelly has slowed exponentially. There's been a big blow. That's been a huge blow. But a rather extraordinary anomaly has appeared in our growth pods. A hitherto undiscovered strain of fungus. Its origin is something of a mystery to me. These fungal growths fascinate. At first I thought it was a common garden variety mold, but after substantial analysis performed by Akiza, it seems to harbor neuron activity. That is to say, it seems to exhibit rudimentary signs of intelligence. We've certainly created some unusual species on this deck. But the idea of a quasi-intelligent fungus growing and evolving of its own free volition is exciting and frankly frightening. I've asked Akiza and the remnants of her team to cultivate it, but exhibit caution in where it is spread. I was asked by one of Dr. Malin's assistants if the fungal substance discovered growing in the bowels of the ship has had anything to do with us. I lied, of course, but this is becoming alarming. Our experiments flourished at first. We may have lost more staff recently, but our experiments have been very fruitful indeed. Confidentially, the properties of the fungus is both extraordinary and terrifying. It has the remarkable ability to take control of a living subject's central nervous system and hypothalamus. As observed in the monkey we used for testing. The monkey shrieked and thrashed in rage for the first few days after it was exposed, and then it became quiet, observant, and uncannily intelligent. It's certainly aggressive. But then again, which viruses aren't? Ah, so this fungus is the problem. No. We have officially lost control of the deck. Eden now truly belongs to the beasts. We've seen strange things. I've watched the fungus. I watched as the fungus took control of the deck as it spread throughout the staff, and much to my shame, I watched their deaths and examined their bodies. Nobody can cross the pods because the bugs are so aggressive that when Solomon went through in a rad suit, they ripped it from his body and stung him to death. It took mere moments. Still, I live in hope that the insects will remember me, their creator, and perhaps see me as one of their own. Damn! Okay, and we got some emails. Dr. Gray, I do not wish to seem unprofessional or impolite, but I would ask that you not press me on the subject of my ancestry any further. I was was nearly refused entry to medical school on the basis of my family's background. Ew. And the torment I suffered at the hands of my school peers regarding my great-great-uncle was unbearable. I am fully aware of his actions, and I have seen countless photographs and documents of the consequences of his work. I took this position to change our world for the better, not to be reminded of the skeletons in my family's closet. I enjoyed our working relationship thus far, Dr. Gray, but I prefer my family history no longer be a topic of our conversations. He pressed them too much. I enjoyed our meal yesterday. Okay, EFWay. Yesterday, it was refreshing to hear a man so outspoken on the ship. I appreciate your candor, and I do agree that perhaps it's time the board was shaken up a little. Although this is merely an observation rather than an action plan, I think the top leadership needs some new blood. I'd second you if you decided to take on the challenge yourself. Your impeccable scientific pedigree more than qualifies you, but by the way, did you know where they were keeping the new cargo? It seems rather like a waste of resources if they won't even tell us where it is. Okay. Now, let's leave. Alright. Wait, whoa. What am I hearing? Oh, fuck. Before I do that, what's this corpse? Oh! Okay. In our lab. Oh, God. Look at that map. Oh, boy. Great. Alright. Gotta get rid of them bugs. Jesus Christ.
I hate bugs.
I hate bugs too, like that now. Okay.
Oxygen levels increasing. 1. Oxygen levels increasing to dangerous levels.
We gotta do this.
Oxygen levels pose a fire hazard. CSEC has been notified.
Okay, we got another corpse. Oh, can't get to them. Or to that one. Damn.
It's beautiful.
The oxygen garden's my favourite part of any ship. Green, full, natural.
God, and I just saw a spirit walking over there. Body engulfed in vines? Jesus. Alright, what's over here? We got past the bugs. Okay, we got something. What would we get? Oh, flare, great. It's hanging. Somebody's alive in here, it looks like. Barely.
Oh, God.
My God.
Failure. Integrity compromised. Failing
I could get you out. I could cut you free.
Alright. Let me grab this PDA first. Oh, this is her. Oh, great. Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and great in loving kindness. The Lord is good to all. I would simply wish his kindness had extended to Chelsea. The galley chef told me that a few of the other crew members are uncomfortable with having an ARG patient on staff. I asked if her work was in any way below standard, at which point he grew uncomfortable and admitted exactly as I thought. No, she was a superb worker, but his team were uncomfortable with her anyway. Being a geneticist and a Christian may appear contradictory to most, but that is their burden, not mine. I believe in grace and mercy. It wasn't Chelsea's fault she was born an ARG baby. James, my ex-husband, blamed me. James wanted her terminated, and when I refused, he packed up and left. That suits me. I'd rather be without an unloving husband and father than without my beautiful child, and she is. She is beautiful, a gift from God, and for a ship full of the most supposedly forward-thinking people in the galaxy, their aversion to her condition repulses me. 20th March. Tolerance and patience are virtues greatly praised by the Lord, but aboard the Groom Lake I find my stores of both these virtues sorely contested. I discovered through one of my subordinates that a new shipment arrived on board a few days ago, destined for Project Seed. My disapproval of the dangers of Seed are no secret. Considering the size of the shipment and the clear attempt to cut me out of the loop regarding the delivery, I suspect some of my colleagues are trying to mask the precise nature of what it is that has arrived. If it is as I suspected, there will be no, and I mean no, lengths I will not go to in order to depose Dr. Mallon. Kane Corporation is a company for the promotion of the sciences, not for the sinister schemes and unprincipled ambition of individuals. I have moral issues with Kane and their weapons research. It tests my faith, but Kane's medical breakthroughs have changed the world. And my world, too. It's because of Kane-created research that Chelsea is even alive. This is why I do what I do. I work in genetics to find cures for my dearest Chelsea and others like her. Not for money. It's my job to put things right for her. May 21st. I had lunch with Dr. Gray this afternoon. He is an odious little man and utterly misanthropic. But if you need somebody to talk about Project Seed, then there are few people who give up information more easily. His ego easily outweighs his sense of confidentiality. Project leaders and project members are not allowed to discuss details of individual projects, but he can't resist himself. Nevertheless, he revealed disturbing details. I am aware of our sample origins. We need human genetic material in order to develop cures for human beings. It's a hard truth, but there's paperwork, permission forms, and contracts that create the supply. The shipment has none of those things. 25th. They're children. Oh God, in all your great mercy, how could you let Milan, that unholy monster, do this? It's taken months, but finally I found a young cargo worker named Danica Boxer. She was referred to me by Dr. Tenshu, such a sweet girl. It seems the cargo was a combination of adults and children, all of whom were acquired through illegal channels for use in genetic research. I did not agree to this. I'll leave this place and take Chelsea with me before I spend 1 minute more working for a company that endorses the use of children in research. There are not enough words to describe the soulless creatures that did this. Revenge? I don't believe in revenge. Beloved, never avenge yourself. Beloved, never avenge yourselves. But leave it to the wrath of God. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, said the Lord. November 26th. Where is she? The creatures are attacking in full force. The screams are all over the radio. They're dying. They're all dying. I hear them scuttle through the vents. See the blood they spill and spray over the walls. Chelsea, Chelsea, oh God, please bring her to me. I'm trapped in hydroponics. Please let my little girl find me. A voice note. Oh my goodness. I can see Chelsea inches from me, lifeless. I contemplate taking my own life as she died just before my eyes. When those creatures attacked, the crew sealed off parts of the ship, and I was left trapped in hydroponics. That fungus got to me, and now it's inside, profaning my body. Its nerves wrapped around my cerebral cortex. I can feel it move. I try to move my arms, but it won't let me. It's making me watch the fungus consume my baby girl. I must watch and pray for the end to come. So then it does not depend on the man who wills or the man who runs, but on God who has mercy. A voice note. Never seen voice notes in this. Oh. It was a voice note. Okay, she did. It was a meal. Your comments are most flattering. I suspect, however, that a promotion isn't forthcoming because of lack of attention paid to our section. Ignorance is frustrating. Our lack of understanding of what takes place at the top of the food chain is of great irritation to me. You do seem to be pushing relentlessly for information about this cargo, though, and I'm somewhat uncomfortable discussing it any further. I fear I may already have said too much. For the sake of your career, my dear, I suggest discontinuing your pursuit. You're a fine geneticist and are clearly one of the most talented people on this ship. Don't let it go to waste. Sebastian Gray. Okay. I know you're a spiritual woman and at times receive a great deal of criticism for this, but I feel I can speak to nobody else. I'm well known for my positivity and cheerfulness, and I believe I've earned my nickname, Dr. Gray's Smile. I'm haunted by what I'm hearing on this ship and wonder if perhaps it's merely induced by my own fears. Oh, to hell with it. If you ask straight out, do you believe in ghosts? You may think that I'm being ridiculous or delusional, but I can hear things. Children crying deep in the bowels of the ship. I work many late nights, and I'm convinced I can hear crying through the vents. Where are these sounds coming from? I did hear a rumor that before the groom lake was refitted, a group of children were brought on board and their quarters were on this deck. There was a malfunction with the heating unit and, well, they all died. I don't want to seem like I'm wasting your time, but I enjoyed our talk yesterday and your open-mindedness about matters of the soul. Well, stagnant water collectible. Well, do I want to see? I wonder if that was her spirit I saw here. Alright. She wants to die.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you end this. But you need to help me first. I don't need you to leave. I need you to crack this flare. The oxygen will ignite. Then you will die.
Damn.
Extreme external temperatures detected. Plug suit has regulated body temperature to benchmark level.
The fire systems just went haywire over here, John. What did you do?
I cleared the vines.
With a flamethrower?
Something like that.
Fire in Oxygen Gardens 1, 3, 5, 6, 9. Fire in Oxygen Gardens 2, 7, 8. Fire suppression system activated. Warning. Fire suppression system compromised. Warning.
Shit. Oxygen production has been compromised. Are the biomes still intact? Oh, God, please don't say burn them out.
Just the one on this level.
It's caused a chain reaction, John. They're all going up. We have a time limit now. Hours at most.
Oh,
Get
yay.
my daughter right now.
Damn. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh boy.
You little shit! What have you done?
Listen to me.
Fire cleanses. Mr. Marichek, I'm gonna make sure you burn for what you and your friends have done to me. To my own!
No, please. I have nothing to do with this.
You won't get much further. Goodbye.
That's not good. That's a bad
Christian's here. Where is Rebecca?
She's in the containment area at the other end of Seed.
thing. Okay. Well, got through all that hell. Well, we only have one place to go. Well, this game's gonna get a lot more dangerous now. But we got past that hell of a area. And we're gonna call it an episode here. And next time round, we are going to venture into these laboratories. Let's see if we're getting close to the end here. Oh, we are getting close to the end. Because once we get to the laboratories, according to the walkthrough, we are in the finale. Oh, brother. It's a lengthy finale, it seems. So. So we're getting to the end of the game here. Oh. So, until next time, this is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere. I invite you to subscribe to the channel and check out the rest of the playthroughs that I've been working on. They premiere at 3 p.m. Eastern every day in a 2-week cycle. Besides this, I'm working through the original Sherlock Holmes timeline from Frogwares. I am currently on Mystery of the Mummy, which is the first game released, but 7th in the timeline. I am working my way through Little Nightmares 2, working my way through Assassin's Creed, the first one, working my way through the spellcasting series. I'm going to be starting spellcasting 201, the Sorcerer's Appliance. Working my way through Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, working my way through Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, and I'm currently doing runs through the game of Monstrum. Also at 10 a.m. Tuesday through Saturday, weekly I have videos premiering. Tuesday is usually a fic reading. Wednesday is one of the first 7 Final Fantasies. It might still be on Final Fantasy 7 at this point. Thursday is most likely a Dead by Daylight run. There are 2 games of Dead by Daylight. One is Killer, one is Survivor. Friday is my fighting game ladder modes right now, and Saturday is a retrospective for a game or series I have completed. So until next time, take care all, and have fun. Bye!